little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Los Angeles Chargers. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Carr now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, that one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game. That game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Reception here by Rhodes. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect offense with the Raiders, and it turned out in this case I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Carr. Got his man, it's Tyrell Williams.
Carr's pass complete.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Shotgun now for Carr. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A safety with a sack there. LaMarcus Joyner. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Maurice Hurst.
Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14.
3rd down.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. It fights him off. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he's able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Carr. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the return is Reed. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. The second-year man, Max Crosby, the one who brought him down.
Loss of 12 yards. It's 2nd down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job down and 22 yards to go. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here is Eckler. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer. Create space for our runners. Let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
Watch that leverage on this drive. Going to give it to Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Throw out wide to Ruggs. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas 1st.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Carr. Got an open man. It's Ruggs.
Carr's pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Jacobs. First down and more for Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Down to the 25.
Jacobs again.
Justin Jones there on the stop.
At the 25-yard line.
On second down, Jacobs. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
He's brought down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing now is Carr. Eluding the pressure right. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
38-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since it's...
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's 3rd down.
This time they stay on the ground. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for L.A. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Taken in the end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 20.
The Charger drive about to get going. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. And what I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll roll him out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
3-yard line.
Go home, boy. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the ground, it's Eckler. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of
that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. And that'll set them back 5. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Austin Eckler.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Second and 11. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now Eckler. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Calling no gain on the play. And struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. 3rd down here.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert. And fine green. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Herbert. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Herbert. He's going to rifle on deep left side. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Let's check on the call. It's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. Now a carry for Jacobs. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. First down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now this time, Carl throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. From the gun, Carr. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds. The Charger drive about to get going. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see the
blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. A big spot for the rookie Herbert. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. He's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry runs his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for two is denied.
Chargers, nothing. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Charger drive about to get going. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. The play fake to Eckler. It's Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Back to the air. Herbert on second down. On the screen, this is Eckler. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Herbert, he's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
On 4th down, Herbert, now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. To throw, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Jacobs now. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the great